Welcome to LinkedIn Tips and Tricks. My name is Adam Mayer. I'm the Director of University College Career Services. My contact information is listed there. Feel free to check me out on LinkedIn and send a connection request. So let's get started. 9 out of 10 company recruiters use LinkedIn. Employees sourced through LinkedIn are 40% less likely to leave a company within the first 6 months. So it makes sense to be on LinkedIn for the networking potential, but also to be found by employers who are seeking folks who have your qualifications. We can see here by way of the stats that folks who are sourced through LinkedIn tend to stick around, and that's quality applications. Here's how you can get recruiters' attention. There are 5 must-have profile sections. The first is education, so certainly listing Montclair State University. Number 2, having a professional photo. Number 3, listing your experience, especially more than one experience. Number 4, volunteer experience if you have it. And then number 5, your skills. 75% of hiring managers look at profiles to learn about candidates. And not only is it important to have a fully realized profile, but when you use LinkedIn, it's especially important to use it in a specific way. We can see those brief notes at the bottom there. A study by OKDork analyzed 3,000 plus LinkedIn posts. So actually people using LinkedIn and posting found that how-to and list-based posts performed best. Also, when posting, you can improve your post's popularity by including photos. This increases comment rate by 98%. So let's look at each of those 5 pieces in particular. Education, the foundation of your career. Members who list a school get 10 times more views on average than those who don't. Obviously, you're going to include Montclair State University, your major, your degree, include any concentrations, minors, academic honors, etc. Number 2, the professional photo. We're human beings. We're wired to look at people's faces and sort of determine things for good or for bad. But the most important thing with LinkedIn in this case is to have a professional photo. Profiles with photos get 21 times more views on average. The photo should be of you alone, from the shoulders up, with a tasteful background. We don't need any fancy photographer. Job seekers can get rejected for the LinkedIn profile pic as much as 70% of the time if it's not a professional photo. As of last year or so, using your mobile device, you can create a 30-second video that you can add to your profile pic. So if there's one concern out of the 5 points that we'll look at here in creating your profile, number 2 here, having a professional photo is key. Experience, show what you've achieved. Profiles with 2 or more positions are up to 36 times more likely to be found by recruiters. It's essential to list past experience. Your profile is 12 times more likely to be viewed if you have more than one position listed. And always describe what you accomplished and quantify where possible, just like the resume. Some folks will wonder, hey, should I have the same information on my LinkedIn profile as on my resume? Generally speaking, I would include the same information for continuity, and also because somebody might not see your resume first, they might see your LinkedIn profile first, or vice versa. And again, you want to make sure you're represented in the best possible light. Number 4, volunteer experience. It counts, so include it. 41% of hiring managers consider volunteer experience equally as valuable as paid work experience. Now, I know we're all busy. I can't, there's hardly enough time in the day. But if you have volunteer experience, excellent, definitely add it. And that goes for the resume as well. If you don't have volunteerism, you can check out the volunteer opportunities at Montclair State. Also there listed is jerseycares.org. This is a screenshot from jerseycares.org. You can insert the zip code where you live and sort of make a radius, 10 or 15 miles, however far you're willing to travel. And Jersey Cares will list within that radius volunteer opportunities. So just an easy way to sort of see what's out there, get your volunteerism in so that you can then add it to not only LinkedIn in our conversation here, but include it in the resume as well. And then number 5, skills. Raise your ranking in recruiter services, in searches rather. If you list 5 or more skills, you'll get up to 17 times more profile views. If you've got specific skills in terms of languages, programming languages, there's a number of different things that you definitely want to represent. And it's similar to the resume in that your LinkedIn profile, we know recruiters are going to be on there. So it's no time to be humble. List the skills that you have. Research similar profiles for a temperature check so you can look up others who have BLS degrees so you can see what their profiles look like. It's always good for a temperature check. Also add top skills you learned both inside and outside of school. So again, be as thorough as possible. Just, the resume, oftentimes we have restrictions, right? It shouldn't be longer than 1 page or perhaps 2 pages, whatever it ends up being. With LinkedIn, it's a web page, so we're not constricted by length. So feel free to add those skills that you have and add details that's going to separate you from the rest of the applicants. Career interests as part of LinkedIn, you see on the left, the mobile version. You can let recruiters know that you're open to certain job opportunities, right down to actual job titles. So we can see in Chris Weber's example there, he's open to job opportunities, iOS engineer and iOS developer roles. And the little icon there, it says it's only open, this is only visible to recruiters. This means that employers, those you are connected to, your current employer, do not see that. LinkedIn does offer a number of privacy controls. You definitely want to take a look at settings and take advantage of those if you want to conduct a confidential job search. On the desktop version, you can see on the right, under My Profile, you can click on Open To, and then it will open that drop-down menu, finding a new job, so you can show recruiters and others that you're open to work, as well as a number of other features. So again, the privacy under settings, the job search functions under settings in LinkedIn, definitely take some time to review those and get your profile to a point where you're comfortable in conducting a job search or just networking. I get a lot of questions about LinkedIn Premium. Here are the details. You get 1 free month, then $29.99 a month after. You can cancel anytime, and LinkedIn will remind you 7 days before the trial ends. What's included in Premium? Direct messaging to recruiters. That's access we would not normally have with the free version. Featured applicant, that allows you to stand out when you apply. Online video courses, it's what's called LinkedIn Learning. If you complete a course, oftentimes they'll give you a digital badge that you can then include on your LinkedIn profile. This lets employers know that you're into professional development. You can also see with the premium version who's viewed your profile in the last 90 days and how they found you, which is super interesting. Applicant insights, you can see how you compare to other candidates who are applying. And then what's terrific in terms of salary is instant access to salary insights. So you'll see details when browsing jobs that you would not see if you were using the free version. Anybody I've talked to who's used LinkedIn Premium has been very happy with the service. And frankly, the $30, if you choose to get involved, it will more than pay for itself by the time you get a new position. And at that point, you can then cancel. You want to take advantage of the alumni tool so you can see the possibilities. You can find alums who work in jobs, companies, and cities that are of interest to you. Every university, every employer has official pages. So if you go into the search bar in LinkedIn and type in Montclair State University, Montclair's official university page will come up. You'll see a number of tabs. You want to click on alumni. Once you do, you'll see a number of different search functions. You can search by degree. So you can type in liberal arts. You can type in the industry that you're interested in. And once you hit enter, it will then list MSU alumni that work in those areas, work in those fields, work in those industries. And then you can send a connection request. I do recommend writing a personal note. It's a great way to start the networking relationship, and it shows sincerity and genuineness. And then finally, get the inside scoop to prepare for interviews. You want to follow companies, follow influencers, and follow industries. Oftentimes, what it is that we follow is indicated on our profile, typically at the bottom of the profile page. And this gives an employer and those who want to network a sense of your interests and a sense of your level of professionalism and your interests in the field. So a few final things. I'm sure you're all aware of Handshake. That's your career management system that's available to you while you're in school, as well as once you're an alumni. So based on our conversation here today, if you want to talk about your current LinkedIn profile, if you're starting from scratch, you're kind of concerned maybe about LinkedIn and you just want to talk about it, go into Handshake, create an appointment, and we can definitely start to talk about the next steps. So once you get into Handshake, click on Appointments, click on Schedule a New Appointment, scroll down to University College, then University College BLS Career Services. And as part of career advising, not only can we look at LinkedIn profile creation and use, we can also look at effective job search instruction that relates to applicant tracking systems, networking, mock interviewing practice, and of course, resume and cover letter construction. We can also address career change strategies, salary negotiations. We can discuss employer connections as they relate to upcoming career fairs and information sessions. So I wish you all the best of luck. Definitely take advantage of career services at Montclair State University. This has been LinkedIn Tips and Tricks.